Hey y'all, welcome back to Shauna Rae Cooking and Cleaning for Busy Moms. I'm sharing with you guys another keto-friendly recipe today. So one of my most popular videos on my channel is my crustless pizza recipe. It's a great recipe, we love it. My husband has been doing keto since August and this is one of his favorite recipes, the crustless one. But he'd gotten to a point in his keto journey where he was still craving just like a normal pizza, like one that you could pick it up and eat it by the slice and just taste it a little bit more normal. So I went on the hunt to find a normal pizza dough for him that he could eat while still doing keto. And I found this recipe and we've tried it a handful of times now and we absolutely love it. So I decided it was time to share it with you guys. So this is keto and low carb. It's made with, the one I'm doing today is made with coconut flour, but I've also made the same recipe using almond flour instead. And both options are amazing. So if you're interested in a keto-friendly pizza that will please the entire family, then stay tuned. And since becoming a mom, it literally is like I found my purpose. For this pizza crust, you're gonna need 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, 2 large eggs, and 1/3 cup of coconut flour. And then I'm gonna use this tomato sauce for my pizza sauce and then whatever pizza toppings you want. I'm probably gonna end up using pepperoni and some sausage that I already have cooked over here. And that's it. First thing I'm gonna do is preheat my oven to 425 degrees. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get a cookie sheet out and line it with foil. A tip for when you're using foil, I love this roll wrapped non-stick foil. It's the absolutely best one I've found. I just went ahead, I'm gonna make 2 of these, so I went ahead and lined 2 pans with foil. Okay, so now I'm gonna combine my 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese and my 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. Now, if you did not know, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese also equals 1 ounce of cream cheese. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it where the little ounce line is on my cream cheese. Now I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this for about 90 seconds, stirring after about 30 until it's all combined and melted. While that's microwaving, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 eggs and I'm gonna go ahead and beat these up. And then I'm just gonna set this aside. I'm also gonna go ahead and get my 1/3 cup of coconut flour out and set that aside so it's ready to go when I'm ready for it. As I mentioned in the beginning of this recipe, you can also use almond flour. I have done that in the past and that works just as well as coconut flour. Once your cheese is mixed and melted, you are gonna wanna let this cool down because you don't want your eggs getting cooked as soon as you add it to the cheese mixture. Okay, so I stuck my dough in the fridge for about 5 minutes to let it cool down. You want it cool enough that you can knead it with your hand. As you can tell, it already looks a lot like dough. We're gonna go ahead and add our eggs though that are already beaten and our 1/3 cup of coconut flour, and we're gonna knead that all together with your hands. I don't like my hands being nasty, so I'm gonna put gloves on, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So the recipe that I saw also said you could do this in a food processor. I don't have one big enough to combine these in. Mine's really tiny, so that's up to you. If you have a larger food processor, you could totally do that in there. I'm just gonna add coconut flour and the egg and then knead it by hand. Okay, so now that I have my dough and it's all kneaded and combined properly, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a cookie sheet. You can do this on a round one if you want. I don't have one. You can use a rolling pin if you want, but I find it easier just to use my fingers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna push it out in the cookie sheet. I'm just going to take a fork and I'm going to poke some holes all around it to prevent bubbles. And then I'm going to stick it in the oven, cook it for 6 minutes, check to see if there's any bubbles, poke holes where there is any bubbles, and then stick it back in for about 3 to 4 minutes. So basically you want to cook it for about 9 to 10 minutes total until it's like golden brown. And then you're going to put the pizza crust toppings on it, and I'll show you that when it's done. So now that our pizza dough is done, we're gonna go ahead and put our toppings on it. I'm gonna use this tomato sauce that I have that has oregano, garlic, and basil in it. And then I'm just gonna use the rest of my mozzarella cheese, some pepperonis, the sausage I made earlier, and then I'll also add some black olive stars. So after my doughs were done cooking in the oven, I did let it cool down to 350. And now that I've topped my pizza, I'm just gonna stick it in there for about 5 to 10 more minutes until all the cheese and everything is melted and warmed all the way through. And here is the final product. It looks just like a normal pizza and tastes just as good as well. These are delicious. And the awesome thing about this pizza is that you can actually pick it up and eat it like a normal pizza. That's what the crust looks like on that side. So really, really yummy. That's my husband's. This one over here is mine, and then my toddler's. Is it yummy? Do you like pizza?
Mommy.
You're welcome, baby. I love you.